Welcome to the 2024 Bluewater International Granfondo.
The weather is perfect and our 1,000 riders should have an awesome day as we ride along the shores of Lake Huron and enjoy the quiet country roads. This year we're going to meet 4 riders. One from the 150, one from the 100, one from the 50 and one from the 30.
Let's meet them.
My name's Chris Caruana. I'm from Brampton, Ontario, and I'm going to take part in the big 150 today. I'm a late bloomer with cycling. I picked it up in 2014, had a big hiatus with it, and 2020 is where I got back into it for a duathlon and fell in love with the sport. So I've been riding ever since. I've definitely raced in our local scene. I've raced in the States quite a bit, and I've also done some qualifiers in Alabama to do, it's called the Chia Challenge. Which I came second last year. This year I came third, which qualified me to race in the Amateur World Championships. So last year I got to race in Scotland, and this year in 3 weeks I'll be going to Denmark to race again. I first heard about the Granfondo through my cycling team. They did it last year, and unfortunately I was at World Championships last year, so I wasn't able to take part, but I'm happy to be here today. Chasing the segments with a whole bunch of people that enjoy doing the same thing, it really brings out a cool sparring that you don't really get unless you get a group of guys like that. So that's a big reason behind it. 3, 2, 1, go. It kind of gets into like a tunnel vision. You don't, like everything else kind of goes silent. You don't really notice anybody around you, and once it starts, it's really just game on. You kind of, it's almost like seeing red, and you're just going for it. So it's you know, it's like all your senses and heightened, and everything just zones right in, and you just become a different beast.
My name is Alex Poirier. I grew up in Petrolia and now live in Sarnia, and I'll be doing the 100-kilometer race today. I started riding BMX when I was fairly young, and I ended up competing across North America riding BMX. Eventually it just got a little too hard on my body and picked up road cycling about 4 or 5 years ago. I first heard about the Granfondo about 3 years ago, and my wife participated in it in the 50-kilometer, and I was just here as support for her. I've basically been riding a lot this year. I've been off work due to being in chemotherapy, so anytime I'm not in treatment, I'm basically on my bike as much as possible. I was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago and have been doing chemotherapy on and off for basically 3 years, and cycling has just been a great outlet to keep me active, keep me social. It's a great community, a very supportive community, especially here in Sarnia, and basically allows me a little slice of happiness when I'm not doing treatment. The first few pedal strokes, as soon as you start a ride, and especially coming out here along the lake, it's just like a feeling of freedom. And I think as soon as I clip into the pedals, and it just kind of gives me the feeling of like I'm ready to go, like ready to get the ride on and push hard.
2, 1, be off with you.
Enjoy your ride, guys. Enjoy. Enjoy your ride.
My name's Wendy Bennett. I am from Sarnia, and I'm racing in the 50-kilometer. So I signed up for the midweek rides without a bike last year, and one of the committee members lent me this bike, and the rest is history. I fell in love with it. But at my age, to start something new, and even pulling in this morning and walking and being a part of this, it's very exciting. And of course, supporting the hospice. It's something, I mean, we know of stories, we know of people who've used the hospice, and it's a fantastic facility, so supporting it is good. Being a new cyclist and learning how to ride with other people, and everybody is so helpful, giving tips, and just, it's a great community of people.
My name's Jaden, and I'll be participating in the 30K bike ride.
And I'm Carol. I'm from Sarnia, and I'm also participating in the 30K bike ride. We both started about 3 years ago when we were getting ready for this first 30K bike ride, and the passion and the love that we have for it now, so we do it all the time. With the Bluewater International Granfondo, obviously with Jaden for the youth spokes, and then I also did the midweek ride. We do the slow roll, love that. And now we've expanded, I do the Cycling Without Age program, that's all through them as well. And then obviously this beautiful 30K bike ride that we do.
Because it's amazing to be out in this amazing weather and being able to bike a 30K bike race.
And we meet some amazing people. Like the group of cyclists that are in this area and around this area are just so friendly, and they're so helpful, and they're so supportive. Everybody encourages each other. It's just a different group, and it's so nice to see that positivity coming back to our area. Like I said, with the Cycling Without Age, we get that with the seniors, and they get out and oh my goodness, it makes my heart feel good. So this is a bond that we have that nobody else could have. I am so privileged to have the opportunity to do this with him. And he is by my side, we do it together. It is just the two of us. It just gives us that time to spend and train together that gives you a relationship that you wouldn't get if you don't have this time together.
It feels great, like she said, just being able to do it with her and nobody else feels good.
It's a special thing you guys have going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5, 2, 1, go.
When I'm at the start line, I feel great because it's just, you just go.
Just go. Yeah, it's a really heart-pumping moment. It's almost emotional.
We started off by the lake, and I'm looking forward to finish off by the lake as well and actually get to take it in since there's no time segment there.
For the first, I would say the first half, we were in a pretty big group of 10 to 30 people, depending on where we were. It thinned out towards the end and through the last time section. It really thinned out. There was about 4 of us, but we worked together strong and just cycled through. So it was nice to have that teamwork through the last time section and kind of finish the race strong.
Well done, well done.
Some of my goals that I accomplished today was I went out to hit the segments hard, and I actually came up on top of every single segment, so I'm very happy about that. I think it's important, and it really brings the cycling community together, and it really shows that it doesn't require to be at the top tier of the sport. You can be anywhere, and everybody can come out and be like-minded and enjoy a great day. The sport has so much more than just the racing side of it. It keeps me a better husband, better father, and the sport is just amazing for that.
I will be back next year for sure. It's just such a great day to feel a part of the community and get to push yourself. There's a competitive aspect, but also a lot of teamwork. So it's just a great feeling to work with fellow cyclists and also compete against each other a little bit. It really brings out the best in everyone, I think.
I know the time trial stuck out in my head because I've never done one of those before, and as soon as you see the start, it was like you start pedaling, and I pedaled hard. I left nothing out there, so that was probably a highlight for me, just doing that for the first time. Look around, there's 1,000 people in this race, 200 volunteers, and it just brings everybody together. You can hear the music behind us. It's a great community event.
Another fantastic year. We hope you enjoyed meeting our featured riders.
This event would not be possible without our loyal sponsors and over 200 volunteers. And a special thank you to our long-serving committee who has brought the #1 cycling event in Ontario to you for the last 8 years.
Looking forward to seeing you all in 2025.